Hello everyone, Danny Garola here with Stampin' the Pink Barn, coming to you from Tucson, Arizona, and boy is it warm today. It looks like we are sitting at 100 degrees right now. I was out helping get our barn aligned today, so look at this. You guys can tell that I'm a little red, and my cheeks are a little red as well. I definitely got myself some sun, which I went and I saw my, what is he called, an endocrinologist the other day because he had ordered some labs for me to have done. And since I got those done, he was just going over the results with me and stuff. And he said that I was vitamin D deficient, which is crazy because when you live in Arizona, you think, God, you're surrounded by sun. How could you be vitamin D deficient? Well, because not too many of us go sit out in this crazy heat. Look, you can even see that my hands have gotten oh, messing around. Hello, Linda. Hello, Vicky. Welcome, you guys. So yeah, so sorry, my hair is just kind of thrown up. It was one of those hot, sweaty days, and I was like, you know what? I gotta just throw out a little bit of makeup and just call it gravy. We were out there kind of getting stuff moved around, kind of marking off inside of it where we want to do electrical plugs, and we actually got a hold of our tractor guy today. So I'm hoping, he said that he'll be here either this evening or tomorrow, and he can come and get that new pad where we originally want it on the side of our home, so I can just walk out the back door and go straight into the barn, versus where it's at right now, which is out in front of our home, which it's so tall, it blocks our whole view of the valley. And, you know, I want to be able to see what's going on down below us. And I like to be able to look over at my mom's house as well to make sure everything's going well there. But it kind of blocks her home, so I can't see when they're out and about, like if she was to fall or, you know, who knows what. So I was just trying to figure out what we needed to do. So we're gonna have to take out, there's just a little tree out there that's a mesquite that we're gonna have to take out. And then we need to, there's a couple of mounds where we had built up for the sides on the original pad that we're gonna have to move out now, and about another 6 more feet to be able to put it where we want it. Which is fine because we already have the electric set up over there. Where it's at the moment, we don't have any source of electricity out there. So, you know, it's just one of those things that we're trying to, and why is this not working? Come on. I'm trying to get myself brought up on my other device, and why in the world I seem to struggle. Tap to retry. Hello, Denise. Sorry, I can't see when I'm that close with my glasses on. So yeah, it's super exciting. I can't wait. I was telling my husband, I go, now we've got to figure out what kind of plants we want to plant in those little window gardens. And I said, I think maybe, oh, look, I am a hot mess. Jeez Louise, I'm fired. What made you interested in barns? Because farm life, I love the homesteading. I've always wanted, ever since I can remember, I've always wanted a pink barn. Now, I know that's like crazy weird because who wants pink barns? Me, that's me right here. Pink is my life. I love pink. As you can see, look, I even have a pink water bottle that matches my barn. I wear a lot of pink. I have pink glasses. It's just, and you know what is crazy weird? Like in my teens and my early 20s before I had children, I hated pink. I really did. I could not stand pink. And I swore that I would never like make my little girl, if I was to ever have a little girl, I would never ever let her wear pink. Well, that was the turning point right there, is when I got pregnant with my first daughter back in 2000. When I got pregnant with her and we had, you know, when the doctors told me we were having a girl, everything changed. It was crazy. Like, I was like, okay, she's pink and purple, and we did all the cutesy pinky things, and then I was sold. That I was just like, okay, I love pink. And that's what it was. All it took was me having a little girl. So, and now, I mean, she was born in the January of 2001. So I've just been ride or die pink. And up in Oregon, when we lived up there, I had always seen barns, and I've always been like obsessed with Michigan. Never have I ever been there, but I'm obsessed with the old vintage barns that they have out in Michigan. And I always swore that I wanted a pink one. So now I have a pink barn. It's not vintage, but it's still a pink barn. That was my thing. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just goofy. But, you know, then I kind of knew that when I was getting into my stamping stuff that I wanted it to be kind of my farm theme, because we've got the animals and we kind of live rural. So that's what it is. You are very welcome, Denise. I'm glad you got it. Oh, come on. Why is my thing? It just like automatically shut off on me. It's just going to be one of those kind of days. So, oh, you are in Delaware, Vicky. Nice. Now it's telling me that my device has no, oh, now it says back online. I was going to say, just told me that I had no internet connection, but I know I do. Why? Why am I having such problems with my devices connecting? It's just kind of ridiculous. It's kind of getting frustrated. Oh, yeah. Well, I was watching, I really like Dr. Pol, and him and his son were doing a episode where his son actually bought an old like vintage barn that had broken down. Like, I'm sure maybe it got hit with a tornado or the big windstorms that come through there. And when he purchased it, he was only buying it for the wood. And he wanted to build another one over on their property so they could have the wood. Because the wood from those old barns, you cannot find that kind of wood anymore. I'm just saying. The wood back in those days, that wood is like, it'll stand up forever. I mean, granted, yes, the screws and all that kind of stuff, because of the crazy storms that they have back east, those barns still stood up through that unless it just lifted them right off the ground. So he was planning on taking the wood and restoring it into a new barn. Why is this thing being like this? Well, maybe I won't be able to watch you guys over here when comments are supposed to come up, because my device is just spinning. I don't know. I just shut it off and turned it back on too. Who the heck knows? So yeah, that is what is going on around here. I did do a little live video earlier, kind of walking you guys through the little barn to show you guys what is going to happen and how I plan on setting things up. I was just talking to my mom about where she got her coffee bar, because I want to do a coffee bar in there when I run the tables through. And when we have the chairs and I have my little live classes out here, that people can come in and have their coffee and sit and craft together. It would just be so much fun. Oh, that's crazy to think that their coffins were made from that wood. Well, I mean, not to be on the morbid side of things, but I've always heard that coffins, when you buy them, now correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, I've never been buried, so I don't know, but they've said that coffins, when you buy them and they bury them anyways, that the pressure of the dirt normally crushes them anyways, and they're going to, because of the elements being under the earth for so long, they kind of just become one with the earth, which is fine. I mean, that's ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So what, you know, whatever it is, whatever happens, again, I don't know. I just heard that. So I'm assuming if you use those old barns, they're going to stand up underneath that dirt. But who knows? I'm not there. Don't want to be there for a while. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to watch you guys live. I don't know what is going on with the internet over here. Luckily, I'm live at the moment, so we're just going to fingers crossed and hope that it stays that way, because I was just trying to print out a couple of things to share with you guys as well, and none of our stuff would connect to any of the printers either. So I don't have any idea. I think we need to go in and we're going to need to reset my mom's router. That's probably exactly what needs to happen. Because I'm at a loss. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Because one day it'll work and then the next it doesn't. So it's just kind of wonky. All right, well, we're just gonna keep moving on because I don't know what else to do with this thing. So, if you guys don't know, we are in the month, well, obviously you guys know that we're in the month of June, but the month of June has an excellent sale going on. So all of our bundles that are the stamp and the die bundles are an extra 10% off. So that makes them, since they're already 10% off as a bundle as it is, that's gonna make them 20% off now through the month of June. That is only the stamps and the dies, not the Stampin' punch bundles. So just so you guys know that. I guess I'm gonna give up on this iPad because I'm just gonna get frustrated with it. And then you guys are gonna hear something hit the wall. So anyways, there is an excellent sale going on. I do have my June. I finally remembered today to bring over the, thank God I printed it before I got over here, my new host code for June. And isn't it crazy to think that we are already in June? We're supposed to be going on vacation the end of this month. We have booked a campground up, where is it? Cottonwood, Arizona. And we're supposed to be going up there and camping, taking the RV out, because we want to get a couple of runs in before we just jump all in and not know really what to expect and try to go on a long haul somewhere. We've really realized we need to take a couple of little short trips, make sure that we're all good on driving, knowing the ins and outs of that thing before we, go on a long haul and then be like, oh, well, I don't know how to do that. Well, so that's what we're planning on doing at the end of this month, is taking a little, it's like, I think it's 2 hours away up towards the White Mountains, going towards, I guess that would be considered northeast-ish of the top of Arizona. But we have realized that it is still going to be up in the hundreds when we get up there, from what everybody is saying, that it's still pretty warm up there. So I'm hoping that we can actually get, from the looks of the campground, it looks like it's going to be nice and covered with trees, but I don't know, because some people are saying no, that there's not that many trees up there. So I don't know. Do you rely on a picture that they've put on the website showing the campground, or do you rely on the people who are talking about it, or do you just say YOLO and just go up there and just deal with it? Luckily, they have electricity. That was our biggest thing, was trying to find campgrounds that we can plug into so we can actually have ACs going, because it would not work if we were to camp and not have electricity, because my daughter has to have the AC. And let's be honest, I have to have AC, because I would not be a kind person if I had to sit out in 110-degree weather and die. No, thank you. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and get you guys flipped around here. I've got some super, super cute cards to share with you tonight. Tonight, I am featuring the Country Birdhouse. It is a sweet collection that coordinates with that stamp set that I used last week, which was the Country Flowers. So adorable, adorable cards. I'm going to get you guys flipped around. We're going to talk about the cards that I'm going to share with you. We're going to do our giveaways. And yes, we're going to have some fun stamping and crafting tonight. So hold tight. Let me get you guys flipped around here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my stand cranked down here so we can actually see what is going on. Okay, I think that's good. I think I'm not gonna touch it now. I am gonna try this one more time and see if it will work. Okay, so today is the last day to get your hands on the Life is Sweet. This ends today. This is the Paper Pumpkin subscription for the month of June. So it is the last day to get yourself the Life is Sweet. It looks very, very cute. It's got some of those little peaches going on there. Celebrate the sweet things in life with textured artistic cards. Makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and 9 coordinating envelopes, iridescent glimmer, sentiments, and pre-cut paper pieces, vellum accents, iridescent pearls, and linen thread. And then the Thanks and Beyond dies are still available. If you had those kits and you didn't get this, you can still grab that. But starting tomorrow, we have a new set of paper pumpkins coming out for our quarterly paper pumpkin. So this will be July, August, and September. This one looks like it's going to come with some really, really cute, what are those stencils it looks like that are in here? That's what this looks like, a little stencil thing. Oh, maybe they're not stencils. I fibbed. Those are actually, that's the stamp set right there. It's gonna have numbers in there. It says time for cake. So that's gonna be probably for birthday themed, that you can actually put an age in there or the year. I don't know, I can't really tell. It's kind of like sitting on a white background. And then this one for September, it says Autumn Abundance. So that's gonna be for your fall themed cards. That's neat. This one right here for July looks really, really pretty just by looking at the box. It is the Painted Petals, and it's got the decorative box with it. So really kind of cool. And then they're coming out starting for this next kit that it's going to be the Every Celebrations die. So it's going to have the 3 different dies in that to coordinate with your next 3 months. We have mystery stamping coming up next week on Wednesday. Or actually, no, not next week. This week that we're in, Wednesday. So 2 days away, we will have our mystery stamping. That will be on the 14th. No, I'm so confused. That would be the 12th. The 12th is when we will go live. I'm actually going live in Pink Barn Stampers group this time. So you guys can catch me live there. It just seems like it's going to work better in that group because that's the group that you guys need to be in anyways to be able to submit your cards. So we're just going to go with that. We've got enough people in the group. A lot of you guys already are part of that group that I'm just going to go live in there. I've already put the supplies list over there for you guys so you guys can see that. All right, let's go ahead and do our giveaways. So for liking last week's video, let me see here. I gotta get a pen really quick because I didn't mark my little paper over here, and that is not a pen, that is a stylus. That's not gonna work. Okay. Okay, there we go. I needed to write on there. So for commenting last week, we have this beautiful card right here. This is the card that I was telling you that I use the Country Florals with. And so this is one that I use that Eyelet 3D embossing folder. And so here's the inside of this. This card here for commenting on this video is going to go to Miss Leslie Wheeler. Now, Leslie, I do not have your information. So if you could either email me, or if you're on Facebook, you can go over to Facebook, but through YouTube here, you can email me, stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com with your address so I can get this in the mail to you. And then for liking last week's video, we have this little cutie right here. So the way you get entered into winning any of my giveaways is you like, comment, and share my video. But when you like and comment, because here on YouTube, I don't get to see people's names when you throw me those thumbs up or when you share my video, you have to come in and you have to comment after you've done those things and say that you've liked and shared so I can get you in the drawing for the giveaway. Perfect. See, Vicky just did it. She can follow directions good. Woohoo! Way to go, Vicky. Okay, this one here is going to go to Kay Wire. So Kay, this is going to come to you. This is using our new in color, which is Pretty in Pink. Love it. See, Kay did it. She shared for me. Thank you. Okay, and then for our last one, for sharing my video, this card here, we use the Misty Moonlight in this. So lucky to know you. And then that floral arrangement there. This, and I'm giving away the Biggest Wish stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set. This one is going to go to Miss Linda Jackmastall. So Linda, watch for your happy mail. This is going to come your way. And thank you so much for sharing my video. I truly appreciate that. So you've got all week to like, comment, share, come in here and watch this video. I truly love all your guys' support and appreciate you guys so much for now switching over to YouTube with me. And I know it's been quite the transition and it's kind of hard for people to do that change and that jump from one platform to another. So I really honestly appreciate you guys so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the cards that we're going to be making today. So let me share with you guys the bundle. Again, this is on that sale that I was just sharing with you guys for the month of June. Now, if you buy the whole bundle, it's also going to come with both of our papers. It's going to come with the Country Woods and it's going to come with the Country Lace because you're definitely going to want these papers to go with this suite. But to let you guys know, it is wiser right now to buy your individual bundles because, like I said, they are on sale versus buying a whole suite collection when you can save money buying them individually. So this is the Country Birdhouse. Also, the Eyelet 3D embossing folder goes along with this, along with those other two papers. So isn't that cute? You can actually, we're gonna do that in a card tonight, but this birdhouse is very buildable and you can do different things with it. So I'm gonna show you guys that. Okay, let me get all my stuff out here. So when you shop with me this week, going through to the 15th of this week, when you shop with me and your order is $35 or more, you're going to use this host code right here. You are going to get a packet in the mail that looks like this, and it is going to have your 3 individual envelopes in here with your items that you're going to need to create the cards that I am going to be creating tonight. So just so you know, that is my thank you for you shopping with me. I send you the 3 card kits, which is super fun. So you can create the same cards that I'm making with you guys. So for our first card, this is Basic White Thick. I have done this at 11 by 4 1/4 and I've scored it at 5 1/2. And I think I forgot my bone folder. So I'm just gonna use one of my blocks, use that as a bone folder because that works. I know my mom's bone folder is probably sitting right here handy, so I'm gonna grab hers also. But you can always use one of your blocks. They work good. Anything that has a flat edge on it can crease your cards for you. The next piece that we're going to need is that, this is part of the Country Lace Designer Series paper. That is this one right here. And I am using this piece. As you can see, the back side has that misty moonlight over there. And we're going to put that down next. Then we need a scrap. This is from the other coordinating paper, which is the Country Woods, which is this right here. I am using this piece right down here, and the flip side is that. Okay. Then I'm going to need a scrap piece of my Lost Lagoon, and then I need a scrap piece of white. I also need a scrap of black, which I forgot to put in here, so let me grab. Hopefully she's got a little scrap of black here. Sure she does. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to grab this big birdhouse image. Oops. Let go. Okay, we need that. I need my big block for that and my memento. I'm going to ink up this birdhouse with memento ink because we are going to use some of our, you know what, that's not inking up well. Let me wipe this off really quick. And I just filled this pad, so I know the pad is good. There we go. And then on this piece of Designer Series paper, I'm going to go ahead and stamp that birdhouse right on my Designer Series paper. I know we don't normally think about stamping on Designer Series paper, but it works. Kind of crazy, but it does. Okay, then I'm going to grab my other block, and I am going to grab the other stamp that I need that says happy birthday here. I'm gonna give that a cleaning really quick as well. Okay, this is gonna get stamped right in our little ledge of our birdhouse. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to grab my dies. I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way so I don't lose anything. And then we are going to die cut this along with a couple of the other little elements that we have there. Let me go out, grab all of my pieces here. Okay, so for this, I need the birdhouse die right here, just the little outline. Okay, and then I also need this little circle. It almost looks like a steering wheel. We're gonna need that because we're gonna actually cut the circle out of our birdhouse. As you can see, it lines up with that little circle that's there. So let's lay this on here. Actually, you know what? Well, no, I've already got it here. I was gonna say I should have done my coloring first, but we don't have to do it exactly the way that I did it the first time. So we're gonna line that up, push that tape down there. I need another piece because this is not lining up that well down here. And one more because that tape has seen better days. Okay, and then my little steering wheel circle here. Need to place that right in the center, push that down, and then we're going to cut that out. Why is this not working? Hold on. Oh, because I don't know why that's on there. I think I'm still missing a plate. I am. Where does she move everything? Oh, it's up here. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know why that gray plate was on there. I think that was prior to when we used to sell the magnetic plate, but I don't know where that even came from. Fell out of the sky, I guess. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. Oops. See, there's our little wheel that's gonna fall out of there, which is good. We don't need that in there at the moment. And then I need to take all these little pieces of tape off, set them aside. Okay, here's our little birdhouse. See how cute that is? You cut out that little circle. Okay, set that aside. And then we don't need this anymore, but we are going to need to grab that piece of, this is our Lost Lagoon, and then our little scrap of white. So for this, we're going to use, this has two different flowers in here. So let me get these on here. So right here, the flower, I'm gonna use this big flower right here. Can you guys see what I'm, yep, you guys can see me. So I'm gonna use that flower, and then I'm gonna use the two leaves that are together right here. And then I'm going to grab this leaf and this one right here. We're gonna cut those twice. So we need the leaves on there, just like so. And our flower is gonna get cut twice over here. And the nice thing is since we don't have any stamped images, we don't have to worry about lining anything up. Just as long as it's on our paper, we're good. Okay, so there's one flower. We are gonna need to cut out another flower. Where did my other die go? Oh, there it is. He was stuck. Okay, so there are all four of our leaves. We have two single leaves and one leaf put together. We're going to go ahead and try to pick these up off of here and set them aside so we don't lose them. And then I'm gonna pull this flower off just so nothing happens and it doesn't get squished and get goofy. Okay, now I'm gonna move this out of the way. Get our other little flower out. And then we can get this card assembled. Okay, we're gonna bring in these pieces. Okay, our little flower, we're just gonna take a little dot of glue in the center of one of our flowers, and we're going to take the other one, we're gonna align it like off-centered. So then you'll see every petal, even from the back flower as well. See what I did there? Okay, that's gonna get set over there. All that's gonna sit there until we get this part done. We can go ahead and glue our designer series paper down. This is 4 by 5 1/4. You will find all of the dimensions tomorrow over on my blog. Stampinthepinkbarn.com is where you will find me. Okay, now for this, we are going to take a little pair of snips here, or not a little pair, but a regular pair of snips. And all we need to do is cut out a piece that will be big enough to go over that circle. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue around that and place the little black part over it. Okay, then we're going to color this. So I am going to use my Lost Lagoon. And what else do I need? I need Petal Pink. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use my Petal Pink, and I'm going to do the roof section. Now there's a extra little space in between the eaves and that decorative eave part there and this roof. I'm gonna leave that as it is. I'm not gonna color that. And this is my dark Petal Pink. And then I am going to do this little flower or little box part down at the bottom. And that is why I stamped in Memento. So none of my black ink is going to smear anywhere, like it would if you were to use any kind of other black ink. That's why I always say use Memento when we're going to use our alcohol blends. This is my light Lost Lagoon. And these alcohol pens really work well on your designer paper. It really seems to hold the ink. Okay, just like that. Isn't that cute? Okay, now what we're gonna do with that is going to get adhered right on the front of our card, like so. Oops. Let's get that straight. Okay. Then our little flowers, we're going to add our leaves to our flowers. So let me put just a little dot of glue on the stem. So I'm going to put that like that. Let that adhere for a moment. And then I'm going to take my 2 leaves and put a little bit of glue on this leaf here. And just take this one and just kind of overlap it over the side. Hold those for a second and let those adhere. Am I in frame? Okay, you guys can see me. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the back of that as well. Turn that over and we will put that over here. Okay, just like that. And now we can take a dimensional and put that right in the back of that. And then there is our super cute little flower. We're gonna put that right at the top of our birdhouse. And then we're going to bling that up with one of our actually, I think I want to use a bigger one. So I'm gonna use the medium size. Put that right in the center of that, and voila. Look how beautiful, just with one little shimmer on there, really makes this card sparkle and shine. Okay, let's do the inside of this card. Where did I do? Oh, I was gonna say, what did I do for the inside of this card? Let me see. I think I took a piece of, let me grab, here it is. I need another piece of that paper right here and my paper trimmer. And what we're going to do is move that out of the way, and I'm just going to cut. I could have swore I had a piece already cut. Who knows? I might have dropped it. Okay, we're gonna cut that like so. And since our card is at 4 1/4 width, I'm gonna actually cut 2 of these. 4 1/4 and 4 1/4. Like that and like that. Okay, I'm going to put a strip across the top. Okay, and then we're going to put a strip across the bottom. Just like that. Oh my gosh, so I have to tell you guys, I don't know if you guys know anything about this, but there is a video game that is called Fortnite. And if you guys know anything about video games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Me and my husband are addicted. So he was on vacation last week. And so we have been playing the heck out of Fortnite. So today when he got home, he was like, oh my gosh, we need to play a couple of games of Fortnite before you get on your video. And I was like, I have work to do. And he's like, okay, we'll just be quick. Well, each round that you play takes about a half an hour. So it was really kind of funny because I was kind of hesitant, but I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and just play a couple of games. So we went ahead and played a couple of rounds, and on both rounds that we played, we made a victory royale. Now, like I said, if you know anything about Fortnite, we play in a duo game. So we play against 100 other people that are in teams, so 50 teams. And so we are all battling it out in this like little universe on this game. And so it's funny, we came in first both times, and we don't do that very often. But I was like, ooh, so that means I'm gonna have a good video tonight. So wishful thinking. All right, I just had to tell you guys that because I just thought it was kind of funny. Let's see, what are some of our sentiments? We have, hoping you have the best day ever. And because we did put happy birthday on the front, that would be that would work really well in there. So let's do that. Let's just do it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that. And I think, what are we gonna do? I was thinking we should do it in Lost Lagoon, but I think just staying with black is going to be good. So let me get my memento here. I don't know why this desk is being so wobbly today. Seems like it's kind of all over the place. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna stamp this right in the center here. You could also stamp it down below, that would work. There we go. We have our happy birthday. Hoping you have the best day ever. Isn't that a fun little birthday card? And it's something different. It's a different technique because we have colored on our designer series paper, but it was also something that is just fresh, new, and simple to do. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did, but okay. So there you guys go. There is card number 1. I hope you guys enjoy that and you guys give that a try. It's kind of just neat. All right, so let me get that one out of the way so we can do card number 2. Okay, card number 2. Let me get all my pieces here. Card number 2 is using Lost Lagoon as our base. I'm gonna try to get you guys straight really quick. Hold on. Because I feel like we are extremely crooked when I'm looking up at that. You guys may not see it, but I can look at my camera and it looks like it's tilted like this. And it just looks kind of goofy. Okay, so we have Lost Lagoon 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We are going to go ahead and burnish that. That is my card base. The next piece that I have is a piece of basic black. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of that designer series paper. Now this is from the Country Lace. Now this is an 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this is going to be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. We're gonna go ahead and adhere those two together. Oh, I so wish I could see your guys' comments. That's so frustrating. I don't know why that's not working. Okay, that is now gonna go right on there. If you comment, just know that I will go back through the comments and I will look at them. And if you guys have any questions, I will definitely answer you. So don't feel like just because I can't see the comments right now that you can't ask any questions, because you absolutely can. Okay, my next piece that I'm going to need, I keep trying to stand up and look, but is a 1.5, or no, yep, 1.5. This is going to, we're gonna cut this down. I think I want it to go right to the edge of, do I want it to cover that? I think maybe I'm gonna have it cover. So I'm gonna do it at the 4-inch mark. And if I need to cut it down, we can. But I think I'm gonna do 4 inches because I want it to go just over the black. It'll just be the same length of that. Okay, now we're going to take that. What we need to do with this, we also need a scrap of white, and then we need to bring in that scrap of Lost Lagoon again. What do I need? Oh, I need to get, so over here we have this cute little bird right here. We need to stamp this little cute bird since we're going to be doing our stamping right now. Okay, our bird's gonna get stamped right there. We're gonna color him. And then we are going to take our sentiment that says, hoping you have the best day ever, the one that we just used. We're going to stamp that on our piece of Lost Lagoon here. Right in the center. Okay. All right, this will go there. Now I need to use, what did I choose? I think I chose to use Pool Party and Lost Lagoon. And then we need Daffodil for the beak. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take light Pool Party first. And I'm going to cover this whole bird in light Pool Party just to get some moisture going on so my ink will blend a little bit better. Okay, then I'm going to grab my light Lost Lagoon and I'm just going to add a little bit of color down this bird. Let me see what I did over here. And coming down his feathers. Just like that. And then I'm going to come back in with my light, and I'm just going to color that all over again, kind of getting those colors to blend together. Where his belly is a little bit lighter, I think I want just a little bit darker up in here. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna take the daffodil and just do the feet and the beak. Okay. Now I'm gonna set this aside because we're going to bring in our die cutting machine again, and I'm gonna shake you guys up a little bit more. Okay, so now I need to use the little bird, and then we're going to cut the little leaves here that we have. And then I also am going to cut some flowers out of this. So as you can see, we've got a couple of different little flowers in here. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to use this little one here. So this is the one that I used before. And now I'm going to use this one here. So I'm gonna do that little one twice. And then I'm gonna do the one that matches it, but it's bigger. I'm gonna do it twice also. And then for the leaves, we're going to use this one again. We're gonna cut that one twice. And then I think this time we're gonna bring in kind of this little fatty leaf. And so we'll cut that twice and cut that twice. That'll work. Okay, so let's go ahead. And again, since we don't have anything that we have to align, I can just cut these right through. I know I didn't cut the bird yet. That's okay. Because since I'm gonna be doing another pass, I can set the bird up now. Okay, so let me get my flowers off. So see, we've got one flower there, and then we've got the big flower. So let me set those up so I don't lose those. Same with our leaves. Sometimes these guys really get stuck on here. Okay, 2 more flowers we're gonna do, and another set of these leaves. Okay, and let me grab the bird. So right here we have a little matching die for the bird. Okay, try to get that aligned on there. I'm gonna have to stand up so I can see what is going on here. Okay, place that over the top of that. Okay, then we'll run this through again. Just like that. All right, let me put my flowers away here. And then, ooh, I hear a woodpecker outside. He's pecking on the side of the house. Did you guys hear that? Can you hear it? Sounds like he's trying to come in my mom's bathroom. I know my mom hates it because they beat up the side of her house. Normally, if I went on a video, I would go over there and I would tap on the wall. Is that called kind of photo bombing? He's like bombing my video. Oh my goodness, he is relentless too. Okay, so there are all of our pieces. Let's bring all this down. We need to have, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 leaves on the back of, whoops, after I drop it. My word. Oh, actually, no, I want the little one. So we need to cut off, oops, sorry you guys. As if the woodpecker's not loud enough. I need to do this on one of the little ones. There we go. So we need the little flower on 2 of the trio leaves. And then we've got 2 extra leaves right here. So we're gonna take, get off. We're gonna take another little one. Ooh, there's like glue on my finger. We're gonna cut another little portion of that stem off. We're going to glue that one down also. Like that. Okay, let's see. And then let's go ahead and get this stuff adhered. You know, we've tried so many things to put up on the houses for these woodpeckers because they just don't stop, and they will wind up poking holes in the sides of your homes. They've said to hang CDs, and so the CDs, you hang them on the eaves of the house, and supposedly they're supposed to shine and scare them. Yeah, you know what? I'm telling you, these woodpeckers that we have here, no, they don't care. They are going to just wreak havoc, and that's what they do. They're like, we're here, and don't try to stop us because we've got an agenda to beat your house up. Okay, that is going to go, oh shoot, I messed up. Well, you know what? See, I get talking. What I wanted to do was actually, let me see if I can find another piece here. Before I get any further, we're going to just cheat. Okay, don't tell anybody. So what did I need this at? This needs to be at, that was 4 1/4. Okay, so that needs to be at 5 1/8. Okay, let's make sure that is at 3 7/8. Okay, hold on. We were supposed to do something on this piece. So pretend that this is just black, all right? Because what I needed to do is I need to take this eyelet 3D embossing folder and I need to emboss this. So hold tight. So let me grab my plates and do that really quick. Okay, so now that I just ran that through, okay, so see, there's our paper, same piece as that, but I wanted it to be embossed. Okay, so we're just gonna lay this on here like you guys didn't even see me place the other one, because you didn't, right? You got my back. There we go. That's better. That's what we wanted. Okay, now I'm going to adhere this piece here. Oops, let's turn it around. And this is gonna go right up against the black, like that. And then if you watch your eyelets and if it's straight, it'll all line up perfectly. And that again is the eyelet 3D embossing folder. It is so cute and just has the really dainty little prints on there. It just adds a lot of texture to your card. And because it's 3D, it really makes an amazing impression. All right, I'm going to take a dimensional and put it on the back of my bird. Now we're gonna take our bird and we're gonna put her right up here, kind of like so. She's just hanging out. And then we're gonna start putting our little flowers. So I'm going to take this, oops, hold on. I need to take this one and it is going to go, I have 2 of these. I'm gonna place this one right here. This one's gonna get placed right down. Voila, like that. This one's gonna go right beside it. Voila, right there. Then we're gonna take this big one, put some glue on the stem and put that right like that. And then again, some glue on this stem. Whoops. Come on, stay there. Oh, I hate when you get glue on your fingers and then it gets on everything. Stay still, guy. All right, this one's gonna go right like that, I think. Kind of like so. Yep. Okay, this one is now going to get a little mini dimensional. Or actually, you know what? I think maybe a big one might fit right on the back of that nicely. Oh yeah, it will. Perfect. Okay, this one, let me grab my, I thought I had a pair of tweezers sitting here. I guess not. I don't know where they're at. Okay, this is gonna go right here. And then this one is going to get a mini dimensional on it because it is tiny. Tiny little flower that a big one would really over consume that. Okay, that's gonna go right like that. Okay, good with those. All right, and then what's not complete is it needs some bling bling. All right, let me grab this. Whew, I'm having a hot flash. Okay, we're gonna put one little one there, another one here. I think I'm gonna stick with all the little ones because those will just look good like so. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, look at that shine. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love. Okay, now let's do the inside of this. So maybe this is the one that I cut my piece. No, I didn't cut it on that one either. What the heck is wrong with me? Who knows? I have barn brain. It doesn't want to cooperate with everything else that's going on in life. Okay, I'm gonna cut this at 1/2 inch. And since our inside piece is a 5 1/4, we're gonna go like so. And I'm going to run this down the side of this card. Okay, and then this is gonna go right in here like this. So we do have the hoping you have the best day ever. We can say hello, friend, since we already used happy birthday. I think I'm gonna do that because, or no, I'm gonna use that later. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one again. I'm gonna do the happy birthday because can you really ever have enough birthday cards? I'm gonna say no for myself. I never feel like I ever have enough birthday cards. I make so many cards, but when I go to look for a birthday card, I can never find one that I need. So I'm gonna stamp this right down here, like so. And then I think I'm going to actually take this little flower and stamp it right beside it, like that, just to make it happy. Even happier of a birthday with a little flower. And then I'm gonna take my light Lost Lagoon. I'm just gonna color in that little flower. Here we go. And now that is gonna go inside of our card. Okay, isn't that so sweet? Oh, I love those little flowers. They just seem so dainty to me. And then that little bird is just adorable. I love his colors. I think he goes so well with this card. So there you go. That is card number 2. All right. So then with card number 3, it is going to be a little bit different. You may have already seen this idea. I know Patty Bennett has done and showed you how to do this, but I just couldn't resist because if you guys didn't see it, oh my gosh, you guys are missing out and you need to see it. So what you need to do first for this is you need to take a piece of thick white cardstock. Now, this is thick. You're going to set it inside of your trimmer, just like so. And the middle point of your paper, if it is sitting in here like this, you are going to go to your 4 1/4, because since this is 8 1/2 widthwise, you're going to score it at your 4 1/4. And then that is gonna give you the crease for you to go ahead and fold that in half, just like so. Now, you will get 3 of these little cards out of one piece if you're careful with cutting it. I'm gonna show you how that's done. Okay, so if we go back here and we grab our little dies, we need that birdhouse again. Where does this die go? I think I got these things all screwed up. Probably. I don't know. I'm going to stick it right in the center there. So with this die here, this is the outlined birdhouse. If you take this, when you cut these, and you go 1, 2, 3, you will get 3 of these little cards. So let me show you kind of how they open. So they open like this. This stays hinged. That's why I'm going to show you how to exactly cut, but we are going to make this cute little card right here. This is great. It will actually set up the way that it is. These make wonderful little like placemat cards or place setting cards. You can use these for little invites. Just how cute would they be? Or like teacher's appreciation if you need just a little card to send to somebody, or if you need little cards to take to your dentist office or your medical office to tell them thank you. These are so cute. And because they have a kind of curb appeal, they're shaped like this little birdhouse. Who wouldn't love getting this, right? Isn't that cute? So I'm gonna show you how to keep this little hinge on here. And then everything else is gonna be cut straight from these dies. Okay, so we're going to bring this up here and you're going to line it up right with the side of the white, but then wait for that white to disappear. You're going to make the white disappear. If you hold it in your hands, you're going to feel that little piece of the die pop right off the side. Okay, so when you put your hand on there, you're gonna feel that it's now gone past your white paper. So let me place this down and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when I flip it. And because it's folded in half, it will go through your paper trimmer. Now, that is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Now, I don't know about other machines, how well it would work. So when you flip this over, you're going to see that your little track is right on the side of this. So make sure that it's not crooked and you're not seeing half of it because that's going to cut this off. You need to make sure that you can see that whole piece on that side. Okay. Then make sure that it is stuck in place when we go to cut. So let me bring up my machine to show you. Okay, I'm going to, where did I put my plates now? Oh, there they are. Okay, now I'm going to stick this in here, making sure that I can see past that. It's kind of like you're gonna see the little shadow of the line under that. Okay, then I'm gonna put that together and run that through. Just like so. Okay, and then when I take this out, I will have this cute little card. Come on, tape. Now, you don't have to use thick white. I just think it makes your card hold up so much better if you use the thick white, but it is completely your discretion. If you want to use the regular basic white, you can do that, but your card's not going to be as sturdy as if you use the thick white. So see, then you can get one more of these right down here on this end if you angle this correctly to get that and third one on there. I think I didn't leave enough. I put too much space in between mine, but it'll work. Okay, then what we need to do next is we need to keep our cutting machine out. I have taken the 3 pieces that I want. So you're going to grab your country wood paper. So this one right here where it's all your wood grains, and you can cut 3 pieces at a time. So I have chosen these 3 pieces. So you can pick whatever you want. You can actually cut a bunch of these, have these ready to go. I just chose these 3 pieces. So what I'm going to do is these are 4x6. I'm going to just put them back together like this. But as you can see, our paper is double-sided. So you're actually going to get 6 of your different patterns by just cutting the 3, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take those together, and we need to grab our house again. So I'm going to place that right on here. Okay. Then we need to have our, so there's 2 different little eaves in here. I want the more thicker of the 2. I'm going to set that right there. Then I have the smaller one that has the little decorative to it. I'm going to place that right there. Okay. Then we need our little like part that would hold the bird seed, I guess, or the little window box maybe. Okay, and then that can go right like that. Okay, I think that's all we need at the moment. And then I'm going to grab my And this thing will have no problem cutting all 3 of these at once. So let me set this back up here, having everything be in place. I was gonna say, can I save myself some paper, but I'm just gonna go this way and cut it up there. Because when we're done, I am gonna show you, oops, I got my paper off alignment here, hold on. I need those to all stay in place like that. Everything's moving and shifting on me, of course. Okay. And maybe, just maybe, I can get this on here. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right, don't move, don't sneeze, don't cough, don't anything. Okay, let's get that on there. Whoops. And then look what I did. I put this under my birdhouse, so that would have been bad because that would not have cut. There we go. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to pull these little pieces off, and you're gonna see you now have 3 of those. And if we flip them over, we also have the back sides as well. So once we start doing this, you're gonna mix and match and coordinate whatever pieces you want together. Let me get that piece out of there. We have one more guy that's trying to hang on back here. Come on, little piece, come out of there. I think maybe that was too close to that die and it didn't get cut all the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my snips and just help that out just a bit there. Okay, then we've got these here. 1, 2, and then our last one. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's stuck in my die. And then these are our scraps, and we're gonna hang on to those scraps for just a minute. Then we have our houses. Okay, and we're not quite done with the die cutting machine because we're gonna do one more thing here once we decide what we're gonna do. So you kind of look like you have a mess sitting out, right? Well, it'll all come together here in just a minute. You're going to figure out what you want your, pretty much your base to look like your little house. What do you want it to look like? Do you know, want, and I think I'm actually gonna go with this one because I kind of really like that. I like that look. So I'm gonna go with this one as the eave, and then what do you guys think about that being at the bottom? It kind of just is covering that. I think that'll work. Okay. Or there's that side that might look good. Okay, we'll mess with that with just a minute. So let me show you this next part. I'm gonna move these out of the way because we're gonna roll with this at the moment. And we need to go ahead, and you want to kind of be light on your glue only because, and I only say that because you are going to be adding multiple layers to this. And this is where I was saying that these kind of fit together so cute to make this little house. So what I'm doing is I'm just holding this bottom portion here. That's what really kind of helps align your pattern paper on your little house. So once you get that down, I'm going to put these pieces aside because I think that's what I think looked good on here, but we'll fiddle around with it just a minute. I need to bring my die cutting machine back in one more time. Maybe not one more time because we do need to cut out the bird and the flowers, but for the moment, as far as putting this little thing together, what we want to do is we want to open that up like so, or if you don't want to run your back piece through, you can hold it like this. But what we need to do is we need to grab that little wheel again, that little circle, and we are going to use that to kind of put it right. You can eyeball it and see where the center is. This paper is kind of nice because it's got lines, so it kind of just holds it where you need it. I'm not aligning anything. I am simply just eyeballing this, which could be bad because my eyeballs are old, but we're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna go past that and come back. Okay. Now I'm gonna take that wheel back off again, and look, I've created my little birdhouse hole. Now you definitely wanna make sure this piece is out of the way because you don't want it to go straight through. I mean, maybe you do, but for my purpose, I don't. I want there to still be a back to my card. All right. So there is that. And then, so we can go ahead and decorate now. Well, I don't know why I keep opening that, but so I'm going to do, I think I like that dark. I think I like the dark on there. And because we've got the light here, I think I like the light right there. And then keep that the way it is. What do you guys think of that? Or we could flip-flop things and do the lighter up there, or hey, we could go with that. Nope, I don't think I like that. I think I like the dark. The dark with that, with that. I think that looks good, okay? I'm gonna go with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add glue to this outside portion. And I'm just going to hold that down and get that started, and then it will wrap all the way around there. Right in place. Okay, then do my little decorative piece here. You can really have fun mixing and matching these. Like I said, I mean, there is the, it is absolutely endless with coming up with different varieties of putting these together. When I'm done, I'll bring that other one in and show you again the colors that I picked for that. This paper just works so well together. Okay, and I mean, if you don't want to put this piece on there, you don't have to because we've already got the blue, but I'm gonna do it just because I like kind of the depth of it. Okay, just like that. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I love it. Okay, now we need to grab, and look at this. I already have a bunch already cut, so I just store them in this little bag because I've already been cutting different pieces out. So what I'm gonna do with all these, I'm just gonna put these in this bag, and this is gonna be my little birdhouse bag. So when I create more of these, I will have them. Okay, I need a scrap of white and then another little we can do our sentiment on. And so for this, since our little birdhouse is created and it stands up, now what you really want to watch is, I'll show you on this one. See how my flowers are right here at the edge? Sometimes if you put the flowers past this bottom, it won't stand up correctly. So if you want it to stand up, so somebody can display it, then make sure that you do not put your decoration beyond your little flower box thing. So let me grab my bird, because we definitely need to stamp our bird. Okay, our bird. We also need our 2 flowers here. I'm going to use this image right here. Let me grab another block. Okay, and I'm going to stamp this floral image twice. And then our sentiment I will do on here. So I'm going to use the Hello Friend. Now again, don't throw your scraps away because we're going to be using those in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to put this right on the end of here. I need to stand up so I can see. There we go. I just wanted to make sure that I got my little friend loop on my paper. Otherwise, I'd be stamping that off. So that's going to sit aside for the moment until we get some of our other images colored and taken care of. So what I need for my bird is I'm going to use this is light balmy blue and dark balmy blue. And then, of course, we need to have the daffodil for him. So I'm going to do that same kind of technique as I'm going to take the light blue first and fill him in and get the ink added, just so it blends a little bit better. But this time I'm going to take my dark, and I'm going to come down right here on his belly like that, and then over his head, and kind of feathering on these back feathers a little bit like so. And then come back in with my light and then add that all over to just kind of soften that up a little bit. And then we'll just keep the center of him lighter, like so. And as that dries, that's only gonna come lighter and lighter. Okay, let's do his beak and his feet. And I'm only saying he because he's so pretty. Love his color, reminds me of like a little blue jay. And normally the male birds are always prettier, so that's why I say he. I'm not being sexist. Okay, now let's do these little flowers. So for that, I'm going to use daffodil. I'm going to use, and now this is my dark daffodil. I'm using light lemon lolly. I'm also using light and dark, pretty and pink with Poppy Parade. I have this is light Granny Apple Green and Lost Lagoon. Yep, those are my colors I need. I know that looks really crazy, but it's gonna work. Trust the process. Okay, now these little tiny green things, or these little twiggies right here, I'm just taking my pen and just kind of going over that. This is the light Granny Apple Green, just to kind of give that little pop of green in there. I'm gonna take my lemon, or my Lost Lagoon, and I'm just gonna color in the leaves. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so then you will know the next time I go live. I go live every Monday here on YouTube during 5 o'clock Pacific. so you guys can get a free stamping class with me. I do this for you guys so you can learn different techniques, different stamping, and different colorings. So now I'm gonna do both of these top flowers here in the lemon lolly, and then I'm gonna take some of my daffodil and just kind of shoot that out with those little wisps. And then also in the little center where you would know that the flower would be darker in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna go over it one more time just to kind of soften everything up. Taking light, pretty and pink. Coloring in this whole flower here. Then taking the dark and again, just kind of bursting out some of those little wisps. Now, it's kind of hard to see the dark, but it's there. Then I'm gonna take my light poppy and again, do that same process of that wispy. But the more saturated with ink it is, the better the blending is. If you like that really strong contrast, then let your ink dry in between your different colorings. Now I'm gonna use the light and I'm just going to kind of bring that out a little bit, kind of soften everything up. Just like that. And again, as that dries, it's just going to get prettier and prettier. Okay, now we are going to bring in our die cutting machine one more time. Okay, we're gonna put these on here and we need the coordinating dies with those. So I need that bird again. And I need my flower. Okay. We're gonna do that one first, if I can line it up straight. Then our bird. Okay, I'm gonna leave this paper on this one, or the piece of tape on this one, because we need to cut that flower image again. So set that aside. We'll set our bird aside. Look how pretty that bird is. Okay, let's cut this guy out. All right, now we're ready to party. Let's get this little birdhouse put together and nice and cute for you guys to see the completed little birdhouse, because it is just darling. Okay, so now what we want to do first is I'm going to take one of these images that I just put together and I'm just going to cut those two little yellow flowers off. I know, isn't that sad? But it's gonna work. So again, watching the bottom here, I'm going to place this flower here. And then I'm gonna take my 2 little yellow flowers and kind of add them right to the back. So you can't even see that I cut that. And then we're gonna take this one, right where this cut edge is, we're gonna hide that. We're gonna tuck that behind that first image. See how that worked? So see, nobody knows that it's cut, but you and I. So it's kind of neat to cut these flowers apart and kind of just play around with them and add them in as you want to just give you a different, you know, arrangement of flowers. Okay, so let me get a little bit of glue on this one. And you can tuck them however you want them. Okay, a little bit more glue on here. Oops, come on, pick up. There we go. I'm gonna go like that over there. So see how that works? Kind of cool, huh? It's tricky. Tricky. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. And I think I'm gonna flag this little end. Kind of like that flagged end look. Just cut in the middle and then follow your scissors up from the corners. That's how you add the flag. All right, so that's gonna get tucked kind of somewhere back in this area. See, maybe my flowers need to come down a little bit. I was afraid of that. Okay, there we go. That'll work right like that. Okay, let's put a little bit of glue on the back of that as well. Bring that up. There we go. All right, now with this little bird, you kind of want to just set it in there. Okay, I know that looks funny right now, but then take your take your pick tool, kind of place it where you want it, where you can see that little bird's face. Okay, hold it in place, open that up, and then I just hold my finger over here on the tail, kind of pull it up just a little bit, add a little bit of glue there, and then push it back down. And before I adhere everything, I kind of check and make sure that it's where I want it, and it is, it's good there. And then when I open this back up, it's exactly where I want. So there is our little bird in place. And this is where your scraps are gonna come into play. And see how your little flowers, when you open them up, it's perfectly fine to have hangover in the side right here. That works. And okay, so now grabbing some of your scrap, depending on, you know, kind of what matches the front. You can use whatever you want. Maybe I like this blue. Would that be pretty? No, that's a little bit too much. Let's use this dark. Okay, so with your scrap, just come in here and just cut a thin little piece, like you're eyeballing it. You just do whatever you feel is necessary. And then I'm just gonna take it and just chop like that. And then I'm going to place that right underneath my little bird's feet. So it looks like he's not just floating in midair. Oops, I actually wanted to cut that the other way, sorry. Because I want it to look like the birdhouse thing. So I'm gonna place that right underneath his little feet, like that. And then when I flip this over, I can kind of push that little flap down, coming in this way, and then just cut off the excess of that, just like that. So then you've got your little bird hanging out. I need to step his little foot up a little bit there. There we go. That needs a little bit more glue underneath that because it's not really sticking down. There we go. All right, and there's our little bird in his little house, but let's go ahead and add a few of those little rhinestones to bling this up a bit. Okay, there's one there and just one more in the center of that flower, and voila, there we go. But I want to show you guys something else that you can do with this if you would like. So we sell our basic note cards and envelopes. So this comes with the, I think you get 20 of them. So there's the note card. So these are 5 1/8 by 3 5/8 in size. Plus they come with their little matching envelopes, which is really cute. So then you have an envelope ready for these little note cards. So I want to show you guys something that is really cute. You can give these the way that they are, which they're absolutely adorable like that. But watch. If you guys wanted and you wanted to decorate some of your little note cards, these will actually fit on your note card, and you can open them up on your note card also. If you want to, you could add a piece of your designer series paper back there. I don't really like it, but I think it just looks cute just on the white. And then it's kind of a neat little fun fold, because then you have an extra card on the front, and then you can open up the inside and write in there, because you don't really have much space to write in here. You do have the back, but you don't have a whole heck of a lot of room. So if you are really wanting to write to somebody, then you can put these on a note card and have it be in the inside, and then it'll just tuck right inside of this little envelope, and it's ready to mail. So that's another way you can kind of design these also if you would like. So I hope you guys give these a try. They're super fun, super cute. Who wouldn't love them? Here's the other one that I made. So I'll bring that in too. So see how you can just go crazy with these different colors. Now, I will tell you guys that on this one, I took my black Stampin' Right, and I just went up the crease of where the two colors came together, just to kind of give it more of a shadowing to it. And then I went around the eaves of the scallops from this to make it look like there was some dimension in between there. It's completely your call whether or not you like that look versus it just being together. I kind of wanted to keep it more simple for you guys, so that's why I didn't show it on here, but I did want to show you kind of this stepped up version where you could do that as well. Or you could take some pieces of white, like just some white cardstock, cut out some extra pieces of these, and then you can stick the white behind there just to add just a thin little layer behind it, but it's going to add some dimension to it, so things start looking like they're dimensionalized versus being just straight flat like I did this one for you guys. So those are so fun. See, I put the brown in the inside of this one. Then we have the dark inside of here. So very, very cute. Here are my other two cards. So I can bring those in. I need to burnish this a little bit better so it stays closed. So there are my projects for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the Country Birdhouse. I had a blast coming up with these cards for you. I knew you guys would love them because they are just so cute. And these are just adorable. I can't get over those. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week creating your birdhouse cards and sharing those with your family and friends. You guys have a great, great week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. I love you all. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for mystery stamping over on Pink Barn Stampers group. If you're not a part of that yet, please go over to Facebook. It is Pink Barn Stampers group. All you have to do is answer a couple questions there and ask to join, and I will let you guys in. My one thing that you must have in order to become a part of that group is you need to make sure that you have a profile picture on your profile. And now I'm not saying that it has to be a picture of you. You can put a picture of one of your cute little animals on there, or, you know, just something. It just cannot be the silhouette picture that Facebook uses, just because I try to keep my group safe for not only myself, but for all of you as well. But then you guys can join in mystery stamping. There is a great giveaway this month for that when you submit your card. So I will see you guys then. You guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you then. All right, you guys, bye.